Hey guys, welcome to Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews. I am your host, Boise, and this is NXT Review. Let's be honest, NXT has been the most consistent show on WWE all year, and let's see if it can keep up this amazing momentum. So let's hit the music. So we kicked off the show with a quick promo from the Undisputed ERA. That's right, all four men are together, which means they are the most dominant faction in all of NXT, and they were ready to tell anyone, if anyone gets in their way, the Undisputed ERA will destroy you. This was great. They even referenced the crowd saying, "You guys think you're NXT? You're not NXT. We're NXT," which was great. It really got the crowd. It's like, the thing is with the Undisputed ERA, doesn't matter what they say, the crowd are still going to cheer them because they're so over. And we know they're heels. We get that they're a heel faction, but they're so cool. You kind of like, I don't want to boo them. I want to cheer for these guys, and that is going to be that, you know, at some point later down the line they're going to might turn babyface properly, but at this instant they are heels. While they were cutting off this awesome promo was Adam Cole, they were interrupted by EC3, and I was, honestly to God, I was like, oh no, not EC3. Not because I don't like EC3, I absolutely enjoy EC3, but I was just like, if they're going to have a match, EC3 is going to get buried. Obviously, he's not had a big win in some time. He comes out because a great promo. EC3 is really good at his promos as it is anyway. Because a great promo, challenges Adam Cole to a match. Adam Cole accepts. William Regal authorizes the match, and we get a damn good match between EC3 and Adam Cole. Undisputed ERA around the ring, just adding that extra layer of worry. Are they going to give up? How are they going to give up? This was great. EC3 was able to manage to beat all of them off, as well as every time Adam Cole tried to use the tactics, which always usually gets him the victory, EC3 kept on countering them, and it just showed how capable EC3 is. This was probably EC3's best match so far on NXT, and it really did show. EC3 got the match, the win, which he much needed. I've got to say, much needed, but unfortunately it was short-lived because after the match, Undisputed ERA took their revenge on him. All four men attacked EC3, with Bobby Fish finishing it off at the end with hitting EC3 with steel chairs into his leg. It was brutal, and it was a message to the rest of the NXT roster that Undisputed ERA is here and they're not going to mess around anymore. This is great. This is really working. The Undisputed ERA has been a very dominant force, especially coming up to War Games coming around the corner. So this really is going to be, these guys have got to be the guys everyone has to beat. The EC3 getting the victory, fantastic, great booking on that. I'm really excited, and it was a great way to start off the show for NXT. Next up we had Aliyah versus Mia Yim. Yeah, Mia Yim, who has been in the Mae Young Classic. She's the competitor everyone at the Mae Young Classic was just like when they did with Cedric Alexander. Sign her up. This was her debut on NXT, and this was really awkward, and I felt like there was nerves involved in this match for her because there was a lot of times where she made mistakes, and you can tell that her hits didn't connect properly, and there was quite a lot of botches in this match. Aliyah did come off looking the strongest out of the two, which is really weird because Aliyah is like the girl you put against other women who are just coming in, who are going to make a big name for themselves, and she came out looking stronger, and she's got the worst win-loss record on NXT. I had to check, and she has got the worst win-loss record. She's been there for so long. She is that kind of trust me, I've got a feeling Aliyah will be called up at some point because I've got a bad feeling they're going to use her as a jobber for the women's division on probably Raw or SmackDown, but she's very much the jobber of NXT women's division, and that's fine. She's learning, she's very young, and she's learning at NXT, and she's taking her losses. But this was meant to be a big entrance. They built it up really well through the Mae Young and now into this, and Yim just didn't feel like that big of a deal by the end because of how the match was put together. So I've got to give, because there was a lot of botches, it felt like there was a lot of nerves in the match. There was a lot of nerves, full stop, through it. I think it's got to get a 5 out of 10. I feel really disappointed about giving this as 5 out of 10 because I think that both competitors could have really great matches, but I just think it was just really weird that Aliyah, of all people, came out looking the strongest on a debut match for Yin, who just finished an amazing run during the Mae Young Classic. Next up we had Kassius Ohno taking on Justin Xavier, and this was another squash match. Kassius Ohno has been built up brilliant for the last couple of months now, and I really like that he is turning more and more heel and beating up all these, you know, let's be honest, they are jobbers in some way, and it's fun to watch. He is absolutely brutal, destructive, but I'm hoping this does lead to something, because it just has to now. Kassius Ohno was absolutely vicious throughout the match. His overconfidence did nearly cost him at certain points, but it really wasn't anything to worry about, because at the time when it looked like, oh, you know, he might get knocked out, no, he really didn't. He got a few punches in the stomach, looked up, punched the guy, and the guy was back out on the floor. It just shows you where Kassius Ohno is. He's been built and built, and I know he's going to be Matt Riddle's first opponent, real opponent, but I'm just worried that they're going to squash Kassius Ohno for Matt Riddle, and I hope that does not happen. I'm hoping this builds up to a great feud between the two, because I think they could have really good chemistry between them. So I'm going to give this a solid 7 out of 10. I thought it was fun to watch, especially Kassius Ohno looking for opponents. Wow, his opponent was knocked out in the ring. It was just great fun. So there you go. This moves us on to our main event, and our main event wasn't actually a match. It was William Regal's announcement for NXT title, for the NXT title. Tommaso Ciampa was there, Velveteen Dream was there, Lars Sullivan was there, and they were all kind of interrupting William Regal's big announcement. Now, throughout the night, Nikki Cross had been coming up to people saying, he's coming, referencing Aleister Black will be turning up tonight. William Regal had already put security out saying, look, if Aleister turns up, send him straight to my office, I'll speak to him, don't let him get to the ring. That didn't happen. The security, Aleister Black did turn up. He beat the crap out of the security. Obviously the security aren't going to do anything. They're just there to look absolutely devastated, and they were. Tommaso Ciampa ran off when Aleister Black turned up. Velveteen Dream disappeared. While at this point, Velveteen Dream and Lars Sullivan was trying to choke Velveteen Dream. Because of a comment he said, because he said, don't come in front of me again without wearing any pants. Lars Sullivan didn't find that funny. Lars tried to strangle Velveteen Dream. When Aleister Black turned up, Dream disappeared. Lars tried to get out. Aleister Black just kicked one kick. Lars was out cold. Grabs William Regal and goes, where is he? Where is he? And then next thing we know, he gets super kicked in the face, and none other than Johnny Gargano's hit over him and goes, I'm here. What an absolute... This is NXT writing, this is WWE writing, this is creative at their absolute genius. Johnny Gargano, who for a majority of us NXT fans is the face of NXT. He's that guy you go, he's the baby face, he's the big guy, you know, and so he has been turning recently. We've seen a little bit of a more aggressive Johnny Gargano, especially with his matches, his continuous matches with Tommaso Ciampa, trying to beat Tommaso Ciampa, losing, and then now it seems like the hero has now turned into the biggest villain on NXT, bigger than Tommaso Ciampa. He's the man who attacked Aleister Black so he could have one last chance of beating Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT title, and it looked like that viciousness has finally engulfed Johnny Gargano. I can't wait to see how this continues. It was such a, you know, I had theories it could be Johnny Gargano. I thought, oh, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa attacked him together, but it looks like it was just Johnny Wrestling who attacked Aleister Black so he could have one more opportunity. This is absolutely brilliant writing. I loved every second of this. It was that build up of who is Aleister Black after. What, you know, is it one of the men? Because literally all the three men who were in the ring were the biggest suspects. Was it Tommaso Ciampa? Was it Velveteen Dream? Was it Lars Sullivan? None of them. It was the man you just didn't really want to expect becoming the villain, Johnny Gargano. Now this could lead up to months and months of great writing, and I'm really, really excited. I'm going to give this segment a 10 out of 10 because it's just that turn you just didn't expect to happen. Because it's literally like the time. It's like that big babyface turn which you just don't want to see, and it did happen. You're like, oh, I'm excited now. So there you go, guys. That is the main event for NXT. And there you go, NXT was absolutely a killer show. We had a strong show at the start. I forgot to give a grade for the EC3 and Adam Cole match after the post-match attack as well. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. It was a brilliant match. But yeah, the whole show altogether gets a 9 out of 10. It was just such a well put together show. The Yin match, her debut match, was a bit of a shame. But apart from that, everything else just worked out fantastically. We also got announcements that Matt Riddle will have his debut on NXT next week, which I'm really excited to see. And I want to see the after effect of Johnny Gargano admitting he attacked, you know, Aleister Black. This is so exciting. This is a great time to be an NXT fan. What was your favourite part, guys? Leave it in the comments below. I just, like I said, cannot wait to see what goes on next. If you do like our videos, please like, subscribe, press the bell to keep notified. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can do. It's at SmackTalkYouTube. And if you want to follow me on Twitter as well, it's at Boise88. And I'll see you guys next time on the next Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews.